Welcome to the McNees Labor and Employment Podcast Series. This podcast will address Government Contractors by Schaun Henry, attorney at law. Mr. Henry practices in the Labor and Employment Group at McNees.
Hello, and thank you for joining me on this podcast. Most employers are aware that federal government contractors who have contracts of at least $50,000 or more will be required to prepare written affirmative action plans if they have at least 50 employees. In addition to the requirements for an affirmative action plan, President Obama has placed a number of new requirements on the books that affect contractors. Executive Order 13658 mandates mandatory minimum wages for contractors of $10.15 an hour. The minimum is indexed for inflation, with the next minimum going into effect after December 31, 2016. Executive Order 13665 prohibits discrimination or discipline of employees for discussion of pay rates and requires employers to put a pay transparency policy into place. Executive Order 13672 prohibits federal contractors from discriminating based on gender identity or sexual orientation. The rule applies to contractors who have contracts of $10,000 or more. The implementing regulations, which were effective August 15th, require contractors to provide bathroom access based on gender identification and to provide gender-related medical services if they provide medical services for mental conditions and hormone therapy, for example. Executive Order 13706 will become effective for contracts entered into after January 1st, 2017. Government contractors must provide 7 days of paid leave per year for employees for use regarding their own medical conditions, and the paid sick leave provision has created serious concerns for employers. The fact is that its coverage, as well as the coverage for the minimum wage requirements for contractors, is extremely limited. The executive order will apply only to construction contracts under the Davis-Bacon Act, a service contract under the Service Contracts Act, and a concessions contract for services on federal lands, as well as contracts in connection with federal property or land rentals or leases. Finally, as you know, changes to the EEO-1 report, required for all employers with over 100 employees, are expected to take effect next year. Those changes will require employers to report wages by race and gender. OFCCP has already said that it will seek to review this information to guide its wage audits. Wage audits have been a major focus for the OFCCP in the last couple of years. If you believe you can benefit from learning more about federal government contractor requirements, or if you'd like to set up an affirmative action plan or conduct a wage audit, we can help. Give me a call.